By the end of this video, you will know if Return to Dark Tower Expeditions belongs on your shelf or if you should save your money for snacks. We're not here to sugarcoat. If this game deserves a smackdown, consider your feelings pre-hurt. Ready? Don't waste time. Let's jump straight into the overview. That's our brand. Hurt feelings, honest reviews, and possibly a couple of skulls toppling off towers. All right, Expeditions. This is the third big expansion to Return to Dark Tower, and it asks, what's beyond the Four Kingdoms? Spoiler? Danger, stress, and rewards that make you debate every move like your life depends on it. Expeditions adds these mini boards, like little side journeys, running alongside the main map. You can spend movement to push expedition markers along routes, flip face-down rewards, and pray it's not a trap. It's press your luck with a side of stomach knots. In our playthrough, we had one run where pushing deeper gave us a massive boon that removed a global torment, and another where we pushed one step too far and basically kicked off a skull avalanche. So yes, real tension.
Quick reality check. We are not doing a full tutorial here. If you want a how-to, check the link in the description. Today is about whether you should buy it.
New heroes? We met the Grizzled Mariner. Love that ship mechanic. You essentially get a second position, so you can act from your hero spot or the ship. It feels clever in practice because we use the ship to cover a distant ruin while I reinforced at home. The Enlightened Ascetic carries only one treasure, which sounds painful, but starts with 2 extra virtues that cost 4 spirit instead of 5. In our games, that early efficiency mattered. I grabbed a virtue that let me mitigate corruption sooner.
We also tried the Jocular Druid and the Clever Tinkerer. Without overhyping them, they didn't blow our minds. Sorry. Functional? Sure. But compared to the roster we already have from previous expansions, they felt more like flavor variations than big mechanical shifts. The Mariner ship is the standout in terms of feeling different in actual play.
The big addition is Torments, modular difficulty nasties that start active. Think of them as the game punching you in the ribs from round 1. Lesser Torments hit level 2 to 3 foes with effects like dropping skulls before battles. Greater Torments tag level 4 foes and adversaries, and Global Torments mess with everyone. Stuff like, you must take Reinforce before heroic action, or you can't remove corruptions at sanctuaries. 2 are always on at the start. It's oppressive until you claw them off via expedition rewards.
In our first run with Expeditions, we had the Reinforce before heroic Global Torment, plus a nasty Lesser Torment dropping skulls pre-battle. We got demolished. I mean, we were 4 rounds in and already discussing where to put the skulls and then losing 2 buildings because we missed sequenced actions. My group stared at me like I'd unplugged the app on purpose.
And that's the point. Expeditions forces you to actually engage with those sideboards. In the base game, you can sometimes ignore a new system. Here, if you don't push Expeditions, the torments suffocate you. Win condition stays the same. Finish the main quest, then defeat the adversary. But now you're juggling 3 priorities: skull management, your quest, and advancing expeditions for long-term power and torment removal. In our best game, we balanced all 3 and it felt incredibly satisfying.
Let's talk pros from our plays. And yes, we're drawing from real table pain. First, meaningful difficulty scaling. If you thought Return to Dark Tower got easy after you mastered it, Expeditions slaps that complacency right out. The torments force tough choices immediately, and you can't coast.
Second, integration. This doesn't feel bolted on. The expedition boards fit neatly with the base flow and previous expansions. The app didn't need updates for us, which is chef's kiss. No version anxiety. We mixed it with Covenant and Alliances content, and it played nice.
Third, fresh strategic decisions. Press your luck is real here. In one session, we were debating, do we push one more step on the expedition for a possible torment removal, or pull back to save a village with 3 skulls threatening? We chose the push. We got a mediocre reward that didn't remove the torment and lost the village. That sting became part of the fun tension.
Replayability is strong. 4 expedition boards mean different loops and events. Combined with the modular torments, no 2 sessions felt identical for us. Production quality is excellent as usual. Clear iconography on the new boards, torments look and feel thematic. We like shiny, and this is shiny.
Now the cons, because we promised honesty, and we're not here to hug your wallet. Brutal difficulty spike. Our first attempts were carnage. If your group loved base game difficulty as is, expeditions can feel like going from jog to sprint with ankle weights.
Limited hero innovation. Apart from the Mariner's ship, none of the new heroes radically changed our decision space. If you already have a dozen heroes, these feel incremental. Good, not groundbreaking. If you're buying for hero spice, manage expectations.
Complexity creep. It adds another layer of planning. If your group already struggles with analysis paralysis, expedition movement plus torment conditions might make turn time balloon. We had a 5-minute debate over 1 step of movement. 1 step.
Pacing can stall. That press your luck payoff is sweet when it hits, but deciding whether to push or bail can slow down the vibe. Momentum took a hit in our second game where we debated the expedition track every turn. It's better once you internalize the risk thresholds.
Price. This won't be a tiny add-on. If you're already invested in the Dark Tower ecosystem, sure, it might be worth it. But value per dollar depends on how often you play and whether you crave a harder experience. From our sessions, we felt the content is solid, but the sticker shock is real.
Comparing to the base game, Expeditions turns the comfy co-op into a pressure cooker. The base game's "we've got this" vibe becomes "we might die in 2 rounds if we don't pull a miracle on the expedition track." If you wanted more challenge and strategic tension, this nails it. If you loved the base game for its flow and accessibility, this might be too much.
Alternatives and neighbors. If you want exploration heavy with narrative, Sleeping Gods does that better, in our opinion. For deeper RPG progression, Tainted Grail scratches the itch. Co-op tower defense, the base Return to Dark Tower is still the best entry point. Or go Pandemic Legacy for evolving difficulty. For brain burn co-op without an app, Spirit Island is a beast. App integrated with strong story, Mansions of Madness 2E or Journeys in Middle-earth. Value monsters, Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, Arkham Horror LCG.
Rating from our table, 7.5 out of 10. Breakdown. Mechanics, 8 out of 10. Integrates well and the torment system is meaningful. Production, 9 out of 10. Top tier components and clarity. Difficulty, 8 out of 10. Finally gives veterans a fight. Value, 6 out of 10. Pricey. Innovation, 7 out of 10. Evolutionary, not revolutionary.
Let's do buy or skip. No hedging. Buy if you've played Return to Dark Tower a lot and think it's too easy, and you love Press Your Luck and don't mind more mental load. If you're already committed to the ecosystem and want more content, you'll appreciate what Expeditions adds.
Skip if you're new to Dark Tower. Start with the base game. Skip if your group already thinks the base difficulty is perfect, or if your players freeze up with too many decisions. Also skip if the price makes your wallet whimper. This expansion shines brightest for veterans hungry for pain. I mean, challenge. Speaking of pain, story time. In one game, we had the global torment that blocked removing corruption at sanctuaries. We were drowning. We pushed an expedition loop hoping to yank that torment. Flipped a reward, gained spirit. I yelled. The tower didn't care.
Meanwhile, I used the Mariner's ship to clutch save a ruin that would have collapsed under 4 skulls. That second position created a tactical puzzle I enjoyed, like playing 2 chessboards at once. But again, it's not revolution, it's elegant evolution.
Another small but real note, the pacing felt best in our third game. Once we knew when to bail on a risky expedition step, turns got snappier. The learning curve is steep, but it rewards experience. The first couple games may be rough, and honestly, that's part of the appeal for veterans.
Let's be brutally honest. This feels like Return to Dark Tower hard mode, with an exploration garnish. If that's your jam, this absolutely delivers. If you're hoping for a giant shakeup or campaign-level narrative, you'll be disappointed. And if price is your North Star, there are better value packages out there.
But hey, we genuinely had tense, exciting moments. The torments cannot be ignored, and beating them back through expeditions gave us those fist pump highs. If you're deep into Dark Tower and you want the game to fight you, this makes the system sing, loudly and angrily. Final verdict, short and sharp. If you've conquered the base game and want a heavier, riskier experience, buy it. If you're still learning or prefer clean, streamlined sessions, skip it. We love it for what it is, but we're not pretending it's for everyone.
All right, hurt feelings segment over. If you made it this far, you know whether to click buy or nope. We'll have our recommended tutorial link in the description for rules. But remember, this review is about buying decisions, not teaching you how to play.
Drop your torments in the comments. What combinations crushed you? Or if you're a hero who breezed through, we'll send you a digital high five and possibly a suspicious side eye.
That's it for Board Game Critique. If you want more honest reviews with zero sugarcoating, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and bring snacks next time. We play better with snacks.
Bye, and see you in the next video.